Hi, I'm pretty sure all of you guys have prepared for something in your lives before, whether it is for school, for work, or your own life. Well, the quote that I'm going to talk about today is the best preparation for tomorrow is to work superbly well today. And I'm going to talk about 3 aspects of my life that I use this quote, and that's with school, with work, and with like extracurricular activities such as sports. First off, I'm going to talk about how I use this quote at work. To prepare myself for work, I work the day before. I fill out all the things that need to be done the day before, so I have more time to prepare for the next day of all the consequences and stuff that goes on me for work purposes, and how like if I do that, I prepare myself more time for things like guest concerns and stuff, like other things that come upon me on top of regular work activities and stuff. Another way that I use this quote is at school. Like when we take notes here at school, you're preparing yourself mentally about like the information that's given for you to be more prepared for things like tests and other stuff that's handed out here at school for you to get a better grade and such. So like if you study the night before, you're still preparing for yourself for the test tomorrow, if there's a test tomorrow, or is there a pop quiz, then you're preparing yourself physically and mentally for the test so you don't flunk it. Another aspect is extracurricular activities such as sports. When I was in high school, I used to play water polo and swim, so we had to prepare ourselves physically for that activity. Sometimes we have meets, sometimes we have games. It all depends on the day, and if we miss practice or miss a bunch of practices, then your muscles get weak and you won't have that muscle memory, and then you'll be all tired on the first game and stuff. So you're building up your strength and training for these activities when you're continuously like practicing, but in real terms, you're preparing for the game. And these 3 aspects of, I use this quote and these 3 aspects because so I could prepare myself mentally and physically so I could achieve the best possible outcome, because I practiced and prepared for what's going to happen tomorrow rather than today.
No, don't put it back. Keep it. That's yours. All right, I thought you had a nice start to the speech. It's a little ambiguous about exactly what you're going to do, but you have a good transition to the topic. And I guess agreeing with the quote is the point of view, and you've got an excellent setup of what the content's going to be. It could be a little bit more naturalistic, but it's easy to tell where you're headed, so organization is going to be fine. The supporting material, I didn't think that the first point offered much there. I mean, you had an idea, but you had no illustrations or examples. There's no detail in it to make it interesting. Got a little bit better on the second one. The third one actually was the best point, where you could show where that philosophy actually is working, and I thought that made the most sense. Presentation issues. I think your voice projects pretty well at the beginning. There's a good amount of energy. You seem to be flowing fairly smoothly. I didn't notice any major problems. Once in a while there was a little look of panic across your face. Most of the time your eye contact is consistent. You're distributing it. I think it could be a little bit more forceful, and you could gain a little bit more control if you engage the audience more. But it wasn't anything that was a drawback here. I like that at the end of the speech you actually had a summary exit line that really kind of brought everything back together and made it a lot more sensible what you were trying to say. All right, thank you.